Hey, what is up guys? My name is Salam from Zombie Tech and today I have the new Motorola Moto G4 Plus. So let's get started. Your t-shirt. So hey guys, I've been using this device for like 8 to 9 days to be precise, and I have summed up that Moto G is a great phone with some great specs under a great price bracket. So it's pretty obvious that Motorola have decided to place Moto G series, that is G4 of course, under 15,000 price bracket if you look at the records of the past 3 to 4 years. So that's pretty obvious, and now that was just a brief introduction of the device, and without any delay, let's move on to the physical overview. Okay, so let's start from the front of the device. So on the top we have a front facing mono speaker, a 5 megapixel front camera. Below that we have a 5.5 inch 1080p LCD IPS display, and below that we have the much awaited fingerprint sensor. So when I saw that Motorola has decided to launch a fingerprint sensor with the Moto G4 Plus, I thought that it will be like really laggy and all, but it's totally not. I even compared the sensor with the 6S, and it's way more faster than the sensor which is found on the 6S. So nothing to worry about there. But if you talk about the display, that's 1080p normal standard HD display, IPS LCD. So that means if we are having a LCD display, the white will be more on a yellowish side, but it's totally not like that. The display is really good, the color production is also very good. So, and even under the daylight, that means the direct sunlight, all the contents of the screen were uh, mostly visible, so there's also nothing to worry about. And the display of the device is so good that this can be a only reason for you to purchase a device under 15,000. So it's really good. So that's it on the front. And one more thing, the display is so pitch black that you cannot differentiate between the bezels and the display. It's so black. So that's it on the front. Now let's see what do we have on the back of the device. We have a 16 megapixel camera with a dual tone LED flash and laser autofocusing, and it's really fast. I had no lags in focusing any object until unless it was too close to the camera. So apart from that, we do have, I don't know if you can see, we do have that new Motorola dimple. By new I mean the this time it's more subtle and more elegant than the previous version. Apart from that, the back is mainly plastic. I mean the hard plastic. It's not cheap quality. It's really good to feel and touch, and which has a touch, cross-check pattern to it. Branding has been done like it's black color variant, but it's technically not. It has got a grayish tint to it, so don't fall for that. But absolutely looks like a black phone if you look at from a distance, but it's actually a gray phone. So that's for the physical overview. So if you talk about the physical buttons, it's like they're not very tactile, they have very less travel, and if you're planning to use the device in one hand, you'll have to apply a little bit pressure to access these buttons. So I didn't like that. And if you'll talk about other ports, such as the charging port is on the below, and on the top we have a 3.5 millimeter standard headphone jack. And that's for the physical overview. Now let's see what do we have from the inside of the device. Hey guys, now let's come to the techie part, and yes, that means let's talk specs. So we have a quad-core Snapdragon 617 processor, an Adreno 3405 GPU, 3000 milliampere battery, a 16 and a 32 GB internal storage variants, and which is of course definitely expandable via SD card up to 128 gigs, which is a hell lot of storage. And overall the battery performance was really good. I was getting a 4 to 5 hour of screen on time with the charge of 75%. And overall the hardware specifications of the device are really good if you consider the price point of the device. So that's it, pretty much everything about the hardware specifications. Now if we'll talk about the software part, so we are getting Android 6.0 Marshmallow out of the box. Like as usual, we are getting a pretty much clean stock Android experience, and the performance was really snappy. The phone was very responsive, and I didn't notice any crashing of the apps and all. So overall, the phone's performance was really good, and that's it